Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh.
Hi everyone, Nicole Moore here with Level Up Loud Branding Company, and we are ready for Front Row Friday. So we have an amazing guest with us today. We have Erica Dockray from Finan Rose. So welcome, Erica. We are so happy to have you.
Hi.
And yeah, I was super excited to have you on today, hear all about Finan Rose. So Erica,
Thank
just
you.
to get started, I'd love to have you give like a little introduction about yourself and your company.
Sure. Hi, everyone. First of all, Nicole, thank you for having me
Oh
on
yeah,
and
absolutely.
congratulations on
Thank
Level
you.
Loud.
Thank you.
That's really exciting. You're welcome. So to talk about me,
Yes.
I am Erica and I am the owner and founder of Fine and Rose LLC. And for those of you that don't know what we are a mobile, so we can come to you,
Yep.
patch bar artwear party headquarters where you get to be your own designer and you can create something like a trucker hat or a crossbody,
Love it.
be the designer. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And we specialize in ages 6 through 12 for parties and celebration
Sure.
events.
I mean, it's a super smart and exciting, fun business to have. So that's awesome.
Thank
Um,
you.
so tell us a little bit more about, let's dig a little bit deeper and
Okay.
tell us a little bit more. How did Fine and Rose come about? What's your story behind it? Where does your passion come from?
Fine and Rose was not where I started. Originally, it was just a hobbyist, and I would make shirts in the neighborhood for other
Okay.
moms. I was home with two young kids, and as that started to grow and pick up, I watched a documentary called Buy Now, and the
Okay.
second was a customer reached out to me for denim. So those things are important.
Okay. Yeah.
And the first thing was the Buy Now. If you have not seen this documentary, Buy Now
Yeah.
is all about how consumerism is just wanting, wanting, wanting clothes. They buy them, they wear them once a few times, and they trash them. And I was really thinking to myself, oh my, I am adding to so much waste in the world because I am making shirts that are supposed to be worn one time and then they're getting
Oh,
tossed. And
okay.
but I really started to think to myself, like, I don't want my carbon footprint or my legacy to be making a bunch of trash that finds its way into landfills.
Sure.
Where a customer reached out and said, you know what, I would love if you could make a birthday present for my niece. Can you put
Oh,
patches on
hmm.
denim? She's really gonna love that. So I made that and she was so happy. And I thought, okay, she can get more wear out of this.
Oh,
This isn't
absolutely.
like a one-use thing.
Yeah.
Well, she was so happy. She called back and said, can you make four more
Oh,
for my daughters and their friends? And I went, oh, well, why don't we just have a little party for them?
yeah.
The patches out. They can come over. We'll just spend an hour. They can put them together. I'll press and send you on your way. So that happened. But as that
Yeah.
was happening, I was watching these kids light up, playing around,
Yep.
being creative. Screens were gone, and they were really engaged with what they were doing and with each other for that full hour. They
I
were
love that.
all about it. And I was just like, okay, now I get it.
Yep.
I'm going to make useful items that we're going to get extended wear out of 2, possibly 3 years, because kids are
Yeah.
growing. They are going to grow out of things.
Right. Right.
Watching these kids create, and they loved it.
Well,
So
yeah.
long-winded, Fine and Rose was born.
What's better than seeing kids get creative and honestly being themselves and creating
Mhm.
something that they love that they can wear, they can show off, and they can do it with their friends, actually connecting with your friends and,
True.
doing something fun. So, this is such a great business to get out there in the world because kids can actually connect again. That's fantastic. I love it.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
so coming from that story, where did you feel like you have to overcome any struggles getting started? Did you launch right away into an LLC, or did you slowly dip your toes into like the birthday party world?
All the above.
All
Slow
the above,
success.
yes.
Yes. I did slowly transition over because I didn't know what to expect. And it was a
Yeah,
little scary. I don't have
sure.
a background in business,
Yeah.
but I do have a background in education. And I knew that I could take that. I was a project manager and
Okay.
I wanted to merge both of those things.
Oh yeah.
However, term the struggle is real.
Yes.
It had to be coined basically by someone who was beginning a startup.
Oh, I
Like,
could not agree with you more.
I know you
Yeah,
understand. The struggle is
it
real.
is.
So it was everything. How do I brand
Yeah.
myself? What does my logo look like? What is the name? Oh, I have to have a website and I have to learn how to create that.
Yeah.
And then like kind of the imposter syndrome of, am I doing this right? How do I market? Is my market research correct? Do
Right.
people want this? There are a million questions that I ask myself from that beginning point and still today, because
Oh, yeah.
like you're constantly growing too. I know that
Right. Well,
you know
which
the
is a
same
good
thing.
problem, right? It's a good problem to have that you're growing and like everybody wants Finan Rose to be at their birthday parties or
Oh,
events
thank
or
you.
after school programs, which I mean, like, again, I would say maybe flowing with the growth, like going with it, because I mean, things are changing and evolving all the time. But yeah, I could understand that being, it's very frustrating.
Yeah, it
I've
is.
seen just from meeting you, watching you grow over a short period of time. I mean, for me, I feel like you're doing an amazing job of everything you're doing because, nobody knows really what goes on behind the scenes of a business. So
Mhm.
we're all seeing it from the outside. And to me, you're killing it. So just
Ah,
coming from an
thank
outside
you.
perspective, but I can understand those struggles. I'm sure there's so many other entrepreneurs that go through this.
It's such a community where we are flowing with the growth
Yes.
together, or we
Yeah.
feel like we're being sucked down into the
Yes.
mire, one or the other.
Hmm. And any day could change, right? Like it's this roller coaster ride. But yeah, I agree with you. And having those connections with other business owners, like we're doing right now, is just, hopefully someone else is watching this and feeling not so alone or overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And hopefully they could reach out to get some comfort knowing that they're not on this ride by themselves. How do you feel like you overcame all of those struggles, the change and growth, and how you are flowing with those changes?
Basically, it's just kind of trial and error.
Yeah.
And it kind of is going with the flow. For me personally, I think you have to take risks and
Yeah.
you have to be okay with failing. I think
Yes.
that is a huge thing.
Agree.
Like you put yourself out there, you put yourself out there. But if it doesn't work, it's okay to give
Yes.
yourself the grace to say, this isn't working. I'm not going to continue to waste my time on it. I can put it down. And if I
Yeah.
really love it, I'll pick it up another time. But right now, that growth
Yeah.
and focusing on the things that are working for me, that's
Yeah.
what I'm going to put my time and effort into because I already know that that is what's doing well.
I think, like you just said, recognizing the things that aren't working for you, and instead of stressing about them and trying to push harder for them,
Mhm.
just putting them down, like you said, that's a perfect way of putting it down, holding off on coming back into to it until you're ready to give it another whirl, and just not stressing about the fact that maybe it didn't work right now.
Yeah,
So I'm sure other people would love hearing that because it happens so often. The amount of things I've tried and it didn't work, and I'm like, in the beginning, you're like, oh gosh, why didn't this work? Why don't people like it? What am I doing wrong? But really, there's nothing wrong. It wasn't the right time. So I agree with you. Putting it
that's
down and coming back to it.
I'm only
Mhm.
like 2.5 years
Yeah.
into this game. I'm not
Right.
going to say I'm the seasoned business owner.
Yeah.
I am quickly learning that, yeah, like as my grandmother would say, don't cry over spilt milk. It's not
Yeah.
working. You move on and
Yeah.
see what else does stick.
Exactly. Tell us a little bit more about your motivation to stepping into the business. Like what I always love this question of what was your why?
My husband and I got married.
Mm-hmm.
We made the decision for me to be a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
And I had severe postpartum with my daughter when I
Okay.
first had her. And it was a lot.
Oh, I
I
can't
had
imagine.
no idea
No.
just the isolation and that overwhelming feeling of sadness.
Yeah.
I was also mourning the loss of like having a career, going out to work, getting
Sure.
dressed up. And now I went from like feeling really good about myself to feeling pretty horrible. And I didn't
Yeah.
realize how much my profession was wrapped up in who I was
Yeah.
as a human and how
Yeah.
good it made me feel. I needed an outlet. I
Yes.
needed something to do, something for myself.
Yeah.
I have been a great parent. I have poured so much of myself into my kids and they are wonderful, but I
Yeah.
need to pour into myself too because
Yes.
this is like self-care in a way.
Yeah.
And I do truly believe that what you are putting out into the world is what you receive. And if I'm putting out
Mhm.
joy for birthday parties,
Right.
how
How
much
much more
joy
joy?
yeah, it's
I mean,
great.
that's the core of joy, right? Like, I
Yes.
mean, I mean, I appreciate you sharing that because that I know that is very personal and so many women struggle with that. And I don't think people talk about it enough. You don't know you're going to go through that. You do. You lose a little bit of a sense of yourself and
Mhm.
it affects everybody so differently. Finding that little spark of passion and something for yourself can be so healing. Just
Yes.
pouring
Yeah.
into that. Just like you said, you're putting the joy in the world, but it looks like your business has been feeding your joy too, which is, I mean,
Yeah.
how can that, you can't go wrong with all the joy, right? I mean, there's
That's
always
true.
more to be spread around. Then you deserve it for yourself. Is there anything that's been happening in your business lately that you would feel is a celebration or last year or something that you celebrated? Yeah.
Yeah, well, just like it being a party business and
Yeah.
celebrating, I do love to celebrate not just like big things, but
Yeah.
I feel like we forget to celebrate little things.
Yes.
And I really made a business plan for myself when I started. What are the goals? How am I going
Right.
to get to where I want to be?
Sure.
And as I was making those goals, I knew I needed something to keep me on
Sure.
track.
Yeah.
And this is where the project manager in me came in. Making those goals, I have stuck to them and I have doubled in business the past 2 years, and I'm
It's amazing.
projected to double again in growth in year three. So I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
That's my
Yes.
celebration.
Yay. I think that's a great celebration. Having that business plan in place so important and I can 100% understand. Amazing for doubling and
Thank
also like the
you.
projections coming. I mean that it is fantastic and you should be celebrating those things. You
Yeah.
never know where it's going to go. So this is absolutely amazing. So congratulations on that. That's
Thank
phenomenal.
you.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks.
super excited for you in 2026. That sounds like it's going to be a great year. So
Yeah.
ease right into it. So your goals for the upcoming year, is there anything specific that you're trying to, a goal you're trying to meet?
Well, besides the tripling from year
Yeah.
one, which I keep your fingers crossed,
Yes.
everyone. Let's see if it happens. Beginning of the year, I said that my word for the year was going to be consistency.
Okay.
I started thinking about, oh, what new things can
Yes.
I do? Very excited to begin the process of rolling out at home party kits. Like 3,100 followers
Yeah.
on Instagram. And so many of those people are across the country. And they'll message me and say, oh, I wish you were around here. We don't have anything like
Right.
this. And now they can have something like
Yes,
this.
that's so
Well,
smart.
yeah, they might not have the guided attendant, but they have the curated box. They
Yes,
have everything that I have tried. They will have the directions. They'll have a video of me saying, this is how you do
I
this
love that.
ready for your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing is I will slowly start rolling into hosting baby shower
Oh, I like that. I was
celebrating.
gonna say more celebrating, more joy, and
Yeah.
that more connections,
Yes.
there's always room for something like this at a baby shower or any kind of bridal shower, baby shower, everything. I really love that idea. And then there are not many things like that where this type of party can be shared across the world, across the country. So I could go
Exactly.
anywhere. That's awesome. I
Yeah.
love that.
It's built for, not everybody is having 10 to 15 kids at a
Right.
birthday party and needs an attendant to walk them through. Maybe
Yeah.
they're only having 4 kids. Opens it
Yes.
up to a wider market.
I love that. That's fantastic. So much luck to you on that because I think that's
Thank
going to be
you.
phenomenal.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited for you.
Thanks.
So, shifting over a little bit, can you share maybe some advice to any entrepreneurs that are stepping into their first small business journey and what do you feel like even for people that have been in business, things that are working for you that maybe could spark something new for them or also help new entrepreneurs on their journey? Yeah.
Make friends with other small business owners. There's no dumb questions. You
Nope.
don't know what you don't know, and it's going to
Right.
take time and effort to figure it out. So
Yes.
don't be afraid to just throw yourself out there and talk to the people in your community. Start talking to people first. That
Yes.
is so much great information comes from, again, making those connections with
Yep.
people, talking to them. So I would say 100% that is what I think people should be doing. And that's really another goal of mine for 2026. Attend more
Yeah.
meetings and just get out there in the
Yeah.
community. Hmm.
And show it's nice to just show up for yourself too. I mean, I know being in those meetings, it's just wonderful to be in a huge room of such strong energy and the passion behind everybody in their business. That's great advice to do, is just put yourself in those rooms. Take the time for you to put yourself in those rooms, because if you're feeling good, your business is going to feel good, and then you're putting more into your business and yourself. So that's great advice to give anyone who's even seasoned entrepreneurs, if they're not getting out there more. If anyone's watching from outside of Pennsylvania, I'm sure there's a networking event near you somewhere.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Erica, I really appreciate you hopping on today and sharing everything about Finan Rose. Before we hop off, I'd love for you to share your social media handles, your website.
Yes, I would
Yeah.
love to. Thank you. So
Yeah.
my website is finanrose.com. You can find me on Instagram under Finan Rose Art, and I am on Facebook, I think also under Finan Rose.
Great.
So if you find me in one place, you will find me in all those other
Yes.
places. Also on TikTok as well. But yeah,
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing all of that. And honestly, thank you truly for sharing your story. We are super excited to have entrepreneurs like you on Front Row Friday for the new company, Level Up Loud Branding. We really want to highlight our businesses in the area. We want to hear from everybody. So I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me and share your story with everyone. And Erica, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
thank you,
Best of luck in
Nicole.
2026.
Same to you.
Thank you. Have a great
Yeah,
day.
we're
You
starting up
too. Bye-bye.
something. We're starting up something. Oh.